I just want to say congratulations to all the cast and crew. Let's give them a round of applause. Such a wonderful film, and I'm so happy you placed that villain far away from me.
I'm not a fan either.
Yeah, he can kick really far, by the way.
Oh yes, I've seen that. He looks friendly, much more friendly.
He's exactly like that in real life.
So, guys, I hope you guys all enjoy the film. We're going to open to the audience. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Yeah, I can't really see, but...
Can we turn the lights on by any chance, please? Can we turn the lights on?
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, perfect. Great. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, I have lots of questions.
You started off.
Yeah, that started off. Okay. So Sal, what was the initial inspiration for Unseen Enemy? And what were the themes you initially wanted to explore?
Well, the inspiration was, I guess, just to create an action movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of us grew up watching, classic 80s and 90s, action films, and let's see if we could recreate something with that same kind of tone and feel, modernize it to a degree, and use some of those old cool things, with the yuppies are and the bag up and whatnot, and to see how we could incorporate that into a modern day. So that was the best idea.
I've absolutely loved it. The diverse on the cast, and I think you're my favorite Italian now. Hawaiian pizza. Yeah! Yes. Okay. Atom. I just need to relax.
Okay.
I've actually got to know you recently, and you're such a nice guy.
That's right.
But what happened in the film? How did you go about playing such a villain?
Wow, okay. That's a little bit hard question to answer. So this guy is, yes, he is a murderer basically, but for what he's doing also he has a motivation, and that was we tried to actually put his sister, and that was his priority. Dirty work that he didn't want to do it because he was, but he kind of the story drags him toward that, toward the part that he is kind of like losing. Because that was Sal's ideas from the beginning, that he's calm, collected, and all that. And then as story progresses, he's losing it, and he dies in Zero. But yeah, probably I always wanted to be a bad guy when I was young, and I didn't have a chance to do it for soft heart, and I was like, okay, maybe acting is the way to go.
You don't know real life, is that what you're saying?
I truly wanted to do it in real life.
No, well, I think you did such an amazing job, but I will never look at you the same again. But congratulations.
You nailed it then.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Sorry, was
You
it?
get to keep your special little...
Oh yeah, of course, I needed it.
We need for pickup shots, so we can throw it out.
Yeah, I think he was actually using it. I was going to bring it here tonight, and probably sell it to you guys. Auction.
That's it, amazing. So Matt, congratulations. From a director's position, what were the methods you used to engage with your wonderful actors?
Oh, it's so much.
No, we actually, the vibe we have on our set is
Well, we're all here for passion, and so for us, it's the best idea was out. So we create an environment where everyone's coming up with ideas and suggesting ideas and building off each other's ideas, and we just go with what feels the strongest, best idea. And for me, that's the right way to work, because if you were just telling people what to do, I mean, there's no fun in that. And you might get what you want, whereas if everyone's collaborating and exploring and together, you get something far harder.
Yeah, I actually spoke with some cast. They say you were one of their favorites.
Oh.
So, yeah. There you go.
One of the two favorite.
That's what I meant. Yes, yeah. Of course. The other one's over there. Good job.
We also found that we have doing results correctly, that and truly opening up to the actors to provide that input. That freeness and that organic performance really came out. I think the audience could appreciate that. So yeah, that's testament to actors as well, because we provided directed the outcome to a degree with regards to what we wanted the scene to go, but we allowed the actors to come up with suggestions and whatnot. They came up with little bank suggestions. Matt said the best idea wins. So.
An example that actually, quite a good example, is Artom here, and I was talking to her, I was like, do you reckon that's a good way to go? And she was like, oh yeah.
The other way was a shot to the head.
Yeah. Well, that was the first
The other way was a little bit more like a shot to the head. It kind of lost the emotion behind it, because also when he's strangling me, he's like, you made me do this. I didn't want to do this.
And you get to look at the photo.
And I wanted to escape, so looking at the photo was kind of like the last thing I ever saw, was because I didn't want to be in that world anymore. But,
Yeah, that was actually such a beautiful scene when you were looking into the photo. Like, it almost made me cry.
that's the emotion.
So it's really good.
Did you say almost?
Well, I did cry at the very end, so next time. Okay, so Amelia. Wow, congratulations on your performance. You've worked with engineered films before on DCOM. How did the role in DCOM compare to the one you played in Unseen Enemy? And which one did you enjoy more?
Oh, they were very different. So just to give people who haven't seen DCOM, it's a short film that these guys made. And in that, I'm a very different character. I actually get to use weapons, and I'm a bit of a badass. So
They saw part of it in the film.
yeah, it's part of it in the film. But I knew just from seeing the way that these guys work, when they approached me about doing a feature, I knew that they were going to put their heart and soul and sweat and tears into it. So I was thinking, yes, I absolutely want to be a part of it. Yeah, the role obviously of Marissa was very different. Corporate high-powered lawyer, which I think I leaned into quite well. But if anything, I would say I'm more of a Susie, like my sister, I have an older sister, so I tried to think, what would my sister do, if I was going all crazy, and how would she, try to take control of me? So I tried to channel my sister into Marissa, basically.
That was beautiful. Yeah. Remy. Wow. Your character, April. Amazing. Yes. How does the role April compare with any of the other roles you played in the past?
funny enough, I've actually played similar roles to April before. So the seduction and obviously the opening scene of like coming in and seducing Cerusas. I remember when I first got the role, I think Sal, you said to me, I watched one of your previous films.
It was a horror.
It was a horror, yeah. And you were just like, that's the idea I've got for you for this film. So, I guess I leaned into it quite well to being, a high-class escort. And it's a fun role to play. Also, I wanted to, April's life to last a little longer so I could fight. But I got my kick in and, it was a really fun role to play. And I think just because she wanted an escape and she had that thought process to just get through anything, get the money and get out. And that was really what I tried to carry through her.
Yeah, that was such a twist because I didn't see it coming. Like I thought Susie really died. So that, well done. That was really, really good.
I also wanted to thank her because that scene was really tough, to be honest. She's, I think, 45 kilos, and I was just worried if I talked to her to be sure, how we do it, and probably even didn't rehearse all that. That was pretty dirty. And after it's over, I noticed that she's crying. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Did I hurt you?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a domestic kind of violence kind of thing. So it's, you tap into the thought process of like someone is getting you. You don't know your way out, so you don't. You're no longer. I'm no longer reading. I'm April in a situation that I'm fearing for my life, and he's got death in his eyes. So like he's got red, like he's seeing red. So he's yeah, my only, when I finished filming that, I just remember all the emotions just building up, and I just burst into tears and said, we got this scene, and we did, so, yeah.
Well done. So, Aaron.
Yes.
Yes, you played an amazing character. I want to know how close is Dean to the real life Aaron Scully?
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
Well-
Well, these guys would like to think that I am, but yeah. How close? Well, I'm not a pimp. I'm not really a bogan as such.
Have you ever had a mullet?
I've never had a mullet.
Okay.
So that was hair extensions.
Okay.
I can't think of any similarities.
Wait, you're the pimp guy?
I'm the pimp guy, yes.
I just realized.
Like, what?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Yeah. I was trying to figure out which villain you were.
Okay.
Without the pants and the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Scratch your balls and everything.
Yeah, I won't do it. I really don't. Honestly, I can't think of any similarities at all.
Yeah.
Really. Can you guys?
Look, all I want to say.
His sense of humor.
What?
Sense of humor.
Oh yeah. That's okay, I did bring a bit of sense of humor to him. Thank you.
So if it's not your personality, what do you draw upon? Deep.
Yeah, drawing upon Dean, I suppose really all I was trying to tap into was like this sense that he had a goal, that he wanted to be something that he wasn't. So I believed I was listening to music of Mr. In Between, the TV show, and I just thought Dean would love to be in that show. You know, he would love to be one of those characters, but he just didn't have the skills to do it. So I think that's really what I was tapping into, this kind of concept of wanting to be something that he wasn't.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
And just want to let you know, I didn't write that last question.
Okay. I think Dean would love to be in the third act. He just can't make it because he gets killed off.
Amazing. Yeah.
No sequel for Dean, apparently.
No sequel.
Yeah, I think all of them.
Everybody died.
Yeah. I think that's
This
just
is
you.
why we make it tonight, but yeah.
And you all have twins of music.
So we're opening to the audience. Do we have any questions? Where is it? We can't see you. Sorry. Oh, up the top. How do I get? Yell it out.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question. Did Dean actually kick the bird?
That's a good question. Actually, no, that's all thanks to Matt in visual effects.
That wasn't
Kick the bird.
So there wasn't in the script when we were filming it, and we saw some ducks actually in the area, and we were like, oh, Jesus, so kick that up. And then we're like, oh, let's put it in, and we just put it in later, because what's it, and visual effects later. And of course, it would have been either, but we just did a little bit, a little bit ducks over, and it really did kick either, but so no, it's not.
Yeah, I just kicked the air on set. Not as exciting. Yeah.
It cuts from the wide shot to the close up of him as he actually kicks it and it's the sound of it, and I think that's actually funny. Than he saw.
It was really funny.
Great question. Anyone else? Yes.
Those bush shots, were they actually filmed at night at Glen
They were during the middle of winter. It was quite chilly out there. Yeah. And you probably know whereabouts it was.
Well, I saw it, I've never seen it like that before.
Yeah, it was different in on the screen. Yeah,
Maybe
The Levi pulls in the water he's talking about.
yeah, well, the whole lot.
Yeah.
Who goes in there?
it wasn't the most prettiest of all.
It was actually really, really
It
short.
was rank.
This deep. And we had to light it away, we couldn't see in there, and I had to go to the beforehand and just like scoop it out with the weeds and stuff trying to make it a
Get rid
wider.
of the eels.
Leeches, that's what I'm doing.
Something that, because in the story it's like we fall in there and you keep it 100, so it has to be at least a certain size. But it was cold and we've got the footage. With Sal standing there and he goes in, he touches the water and his never takes back up. Because it's so cold, and it's like we had to just choose that was the last frame we can use it before we start coming straight back up. And then when you like steam and all that freezing.
Yeah. And funny enough, you know the little creek at the time was probably only what, 1.5 feet deep? About that. So what we had to do just before me falling in, Matt was actually in there with a shovel. Made it look like it was all running. So then what he did a massive current, and then I'm waiting there, and then fall in, and like Matt said, boom, because it was brown. It was some weird funky smell. All that.
So the film work was just absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
I know the whole idea of like the tough man and all that. But excuse me, sir. When you're at the cafe and you're please come and see me, I need to talk to you, and you get there and you've just been smashed by a car, right, and you get all this crap, and then you sit there like, oh, it's nice to talk to you, like, oh, you're not even for you. I just got you by a car, I just got smacked. What do you know what I mean? Like, what, is it the tough boy thing?
Well, I think I wasn't supposed to be too tough. He was kind of running away from the danger. But then, I guess I kind of thought maybe he was you're probably investigating the past. Yeah, being hit by a car, it's just like, you know. Like, you haven't watched 80s films? This stuff's just like,
Don't do that story,
really
really.
long shot, you just brush it past.
I do like it though, I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
Amazing. Question at back. Okay, I'm going to bring the mic to them, I think.
Okay,
Like, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, that would be, well, that's okay. I'll just go there. Yeah, because I'll stay. Okay, Maria, how are you?
I just want to say, oh my gosh, Australian films should be like this. No, seriously, I love it.
Woo!
The chemistry, the acting, everything. My question is, what is the game plan next for you guys? Is there a sequel? Are you knocking on the doors of the funding bodies? These guys need to see this. This stuff needs to be like funded. This is what Australian film industry looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with regards to this story, I think it's pretty much closed, unless it's just sort of motivate. But I think, yeah, we probably need to wrap that up and just start fresh. You know, we've been working on this project for about 3 years. So yeah, a new story, fresh ideas. Hoping we attract more people, talent, funding and whatnot. So yeah, that's how we go.
Awesome.
Question mainly for Sal and Matthew. This film looked incredible, incredibly fun to make, but also incredibly hard to make. What was the most challenging thing about making this film?
Well, there's a lot of challenging things, and to try to pick the one that's definitely the hardest may not be accurate, but one of the hardest is definitely scheduling, because it's a micro-budget film and you're trying to get people's time And we've got day jobs, so we've got shit on the weekends and weeknights. But just trying to keep everyone and everything to each place at each time is a massive challenge. And you have to be able to just pivot and change last minute if something happens, someone can't make it, or whether, it isn't coincide. And one thing that does lead to is when you sell something creatively and it turns out better than what you were going to do before, which is an absolute blessing. So in some cases, if you did have an infinite money hose, you wouldn't actually be as challenged and you wouldn't come up with some really good ideas. So it's kind of a challenge and an opportunity at the same time.
For me personally, like what Matt said, being micro budget, we get to put on multiple hats in order to get this over the line. But for me, being on set, jumping between directing and coordinating, equipment and locations and whatnot, and then snapping out of that and getting in front of camera, trying to connect to the character and his intentions and so forth. Jumping between those two worlds was, I found it a little bit challenging. So I guess it's a lesson learned. Hopefully next production we have a few more helping hands and be able to sort of set some time aside, get into character, get into the purpose of the scene, and just execute it that way. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes.
I have to say first up, I avoid violent movies like this, but I was drawn in straight away. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. The fight scene, the choreography is amazing. Do you do those, film them in real time, or do you do them sort of slightly slower and then speed the film up? I couldn't help wondering.
We've got some reduced frame rate one time. Oh no, the fight scenes were all shot at a normal frame rate, real time. It might have been practically undertrained, but we did remove frames in some of the bits of the fight, so you do go through and you're like.
That wasn't real.
No, that was real.
No, I would say probably for 95%, maybe more. There's different feels you can do with regards to creating action. We wanted to keep it at normal speed and just try to show, I guess, the abilities of each of the performers out there without making it look a little bit, fake.
Yeah, but the truth is, I did remove frames during.
There were a couple of moments where 1 or 2 frames would have been removed, but for the duration,
it's more than 1 or 2. And you're looking for that sweet spot because it can be a giveaway, those see when something jumps a little bit. But it's a trade-off. It's like, would you rather have a little jump here and there that some people will notice, or would you rather have it play a bit slower? But the reason I don't like under-cranking the camera is because then you're stuck with it, and if you set it wrong, you've got it the whole way through that sequence. Whereas if you just remove some frames in post, you've got complete control over when and where you can trial and error and try it back and forth and that. But for the most part, it's them doing it at that speed. And I think while we're talking about the fight scenes, I think these guys deserve a massive recognition for the fact that they're on a real concrete floor in the warehouse throwing them around. Getting up, looking at the monitor and going, no, we can do it better. Or, no, we can do it better. Or, bruise on top of bruises, right, guys?
Yeah, all the times. As good as Carly was makeup, some of them were real. Yeah.
Amazing.
Actually, he kicked me into chest, and I was sliding down over the floor. At one scene,
the take before the one we got.
Yeah, he kicked me into my throat. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. Do it again, I checked it, I'm like, let's do it again.
We're moving on. I felt horrible. And whatever we got, and Tom knew what kind of was happening. So you can do it again, and you'll get it right, won't you? Like, yeah, of course. And we did, so yeah, it's cool.
Any more questions?
We've got behind the scenes stuff. Probably cool. We haven't made the reel yet.
No, it's okay. It's going.
A baton. It's like a baton in the relay.
Hi,
go over
my
that
question
side.
is to you, Marissa. What on earth did you see in your boyfriend?
I mean, have you seen his abs?
Well, Cyrus is on the surface. He doesn't look bad. You know, he's wearing good suits. Come on, guys. Yeah, and then even smells good. You won't be able to feel it from the screen, but right? Yes. So he is. Yeah. So he is. He's hiding behind that. Behind that mask. He's. That's why. And then this is his job. He wants to infiltrate the government. Working for the government. That's why. So. Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Great. So we have one last question here.
Hello. It was perfect with the budget you had. But if you had an unlimited budget, money no issue, what would you have added?
Unlimited money, probably more recognized stars, maybe. Well, maybe, but what would be the big one would be. I refer to me, I apologize. But that's where a chunk of money goes. I'm still, like, we got to shred it out. I would work with every single one of these guys again because they gave, collaborating with them, the options they gave us, like that, being co-directors, they helped us. And when we work with talent, we come to you with suggestions and say, let me try this and something you think about. That's, I guess, a director's dream. So without a shred of doubt, I would work with these guys again. But in order to sell a film, we understand how difficult it is to not have that. At least one recognized star. So I'd probably do that. Locations, like trying to get locations at a micro budget is just, very, very difficult. But there's places out there where they have a portfolio of locations. You're looking through the portfolio, oh wow, how much is that? Oh, $5 a day. How much is that? Oh, it's 15. Oh wow, looks amazing, but you can't afford that. So if we had budget, I'd probably go into that. And more crew. I love all the crew as well. Work with those guys again, but we'll just make it bigger to make it just so we're not all.
Scheduling would be better than too.
Yeah, scheduling would be better, and we'd just be wearing less hats and
And if you feel short of filming Queensland, we've got 33 actors.
Oh, yeah, that's an option. Yeah.
Well, the other thing to do is I would, not be working a full-time day job at the same time. That might make things a little bit easier.
Well, thank you guys. We have to wrap up because the cinema is kicking us out just now. So we're going to do some interviews outside to get some feedback. So make sure you guys hang around. We'll be near the poster and we'll do some interviews and get your views on the movie. Congratulations again, everybody. Thank you so much.